Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're getting into a really powerful novel, Arundhati Roy's The God of Small Things. It won the Booker Prize, and, well, it's complex.
It really is. Our plan today is to sort of unpack those layers, the history, the society, the personal heartbreak, all woven together.
And Roy herself gives us this incredible framework, doesn't she? This idea that,
Yeah, that a few dozen hours can affect the outcome of whole lifetimes. It's a core idea.
like pieces of a burned clock needing to be resurrected from the ruins and examined.
Exactly. And we're going to look at how that plays out, not just for the characters, but in the wider Indian context she paints.
Okay, so those few dozen hours. How does Roy immediately show us the impact on the main characters, Rahel and Esta?
Well, the book actually starts years later when the twins, Rahel and Esta, reunite. They've been separated for 23 years.
Wow, 23 years. Because of?
Because of these catastrophic events back in their childhood in IM Kerala, their cousin drowns, their mother Amu's secret affair comes out, and her lover, Velutha, is murdered.
So the story begins at the reunion, but it's really about looking back.
Precisely. It's all reconstruction. Roy feeds us these fragments of the past, these crucial hours, and we piece together what happened and why it shattered everything.
And the way she writes, it's not just telling a sad story.
Yeah.
The language itself is stunning.
Oh, absolutely. That's a huge part of why it won the Booker. She uses such rich detail, even in tragedy.
Those ordinary things you mentioned, can you give an example of how she does that?
Sure. Like, describing lilies curling up at a funeral, or a tiny baby bat found on someone's sari, or even tears falling like raindrops. It makes the emotions so visceral, so grounded in the physical world, you know?
Yeah, it anchors the big emotions in small, unforgettable images. Okay, so these personal tragedies, they aren't happening in isolation. Roy really digs into India's social fabric, especially the caste system.
Right. And that's crucial context. The caste system is this ancient social hierarchy, basically classifying people by birth.
And even though it was officially abolished,
Exactly. Constitutionally abolished in 1950, but its influence on everyday life, particularly in places like Kerala back then, was still incredibly powerful. It created deep divisions and marginalized lower castes, the so-called untouchables.
which brings us to the love laws, this term Roy uses. It sounds ominous.
It is. It refers to the unwritten but rigidly enforced rules about who can love who can cross those social boundaries.
And this is central to the tragedy with Velutha, right? He's from
Yeah.
an untouchable caste.
Yes. He works at the family's pickle factory. And he and Amu, the twins' mother, who's from a higher caste, have this forbidden affair.
Violating those love laws.
Profoundly. And Roy shows how the consequences aren't just immediate punishment, but how that transgression, that